Hello everyone and warm welcome to Q1 in brief with me, Arman Teimouri, the head of External Relations at Embracer. And with me today I have Lars Wingefors, the co-founder and CEO of Embracer. Welcome.
Thank you, Arman.
First of all, how would you describe the Q1 report? Positives, negatives?
Well, I think it was a report in line with our expectations internally. We saw a solid performance from our mobile and tabletop businesses, also financially. Within the PC console, we did expect a quarter without any significant releases. And obviously in comparison to last year where we had the Dead Island 2, killing it in a way, it was a tough comparison numbers. But we did expect that, so I think overall that came in within the expectations. So, a slow but solid start of the financial year. We are expecting now a lot more coming through the year, and obviously super happy and pleased to finally announce a global release date this morning for Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 on 11th of February.
Do you expect a higher release activity within PC console and entertainment services throughout the year? What are the highlights?
Yeah, so obviously we will have more content coming through. We are expecting to complete games in the value of 3.9 billion SEK. In comparison, in this quarter, the lowest in 2 years, we complete games for 300 million. So it's still more than 3.5 billion of new games that will come to the consumer. We are super excited around that, and already in the second quarter ending September, we will see a notable improvement of new releases coming through, even though the second quarter ending September would not be the most significant quarters. We do expect more from our third quarter and fourth quarter.
And how about entertainment and services?
Well, they also had a slow season without any significant releases within the distribution business. So the distribution business, the physical distribution business, are impacted by the amount of new big titles they are shipping from their business partners. And we do expect more of those titles coming through already starting in this quarter and in the rest of the year. So the numbers would improve from that distribution business. Within Middle-earth, same thing, very difficult comparison numbers on last year where we had a significant agreement with one business partners, and those numbers, some of those royalties came through as reported EBIT in a comparison period last year. Now we are expecting more business activity within Middle-earth Enterprises in the remainder of the year. For example, we do have the new global cinematic release from Warner with a new anime movie based on the Lord of the Rings.
Profitability within PC console is clearly a focus area. What are your key initiatives and how do you see it progressing ahead?
Well, obviously, in the end of the day, we are a company and we need to make a profit and a cash flow to continue invest. And in this market and in this financial market, but also game market, it's very important to be on top of things, to have a good cost control, to be efficient, to make sure the products you are developing are nailing it with the consumer. Because it's very difficult to sell any product that is not nailing it. And that's why we sometimes decide to put some extra time and effort into some releases to safeguard the quality to consumers at release.
And there has been a lot of focus on free cash flow and EBITDA in the past year. How would you describe the progress as of Q1?
Well, I think we could see a significant improvement. We had a positive free cash flow, even though only 47 million it was positive, and compared to last year, -600, it's a 650 million krona improvement on free cash flow, which is notable considering the great EBITDA numbers we had in the same period last year. So we are expecting a stronger free cash flow coming through our businesses throughout the year. And we are now exceeding 2 billion in free cash flow on a trailing 12 months basis, which is a new record. And despite having a significant negative contribution of 1.8 billion EBITDA from Saber and Gearbox in the same period.
And today at the presentation, we had the possibility to meet Thomas Kjogler from Asmodee. And the planned spin-off of Asmodee is getting closer. What are the focus areas ahead, and when do you expect it to happen?
Great question, Arman. As you know, there is a lot of activity regarding the spin-offs, and especially Asmodee. Both the team at Asmodee, the team at Embracer has been working throughout the summer. They've been working more in France in July, and now we are working more in Sweden in August. But there is a lot of activity, including from a wide group of external advisors, banks, legal, auditors, and so on. So we are proceeding according to plan. We did announce this morning the news that we will hold a capital market day in our third quarter ending December. We will soon announce the specific date and venue for that. But typically you do a capital market day not too far off the spin-off date. So we are looking forward and preparing for that. So I would say everything goes according to plan. Regards to the other spin-offs, Coffee Stain and Friends that we are still expecting to be spin-offed in the calendar year 2025. Those plans are much earlier, but they are also ongoing.
But the plan is still for Asmodee is to happen during this financial year.
This financial year at the latest in March. That's the plan. It could be earlier than March, but latest March.
Great. And last question. Gamescom, one of the largest games exhibitions globally, starts next week. What can we expect to see from Embracer in Cologne this year?
Well, from Embracer as a name, you wouldn't see a lot because obviously it's a holding company name to investors. But from our publishers and developers, everything from PlayOn to THQ and many others, they will show their products to both consumers and to business partners next year or next week. And there is, without disclosing any secrets, I'm excited both for the opening night live show as well as showing the world all those new products on the consumer floor. As stated, we have an enormous both on the Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, for example, which I'm certain will please a lot of consumers.
Will you visit the booth?
I love to, and I will.
Great. Thank you very much for joining us today. And thank you everyone for joining us today as well. Take care.